Hey everyone, I hope you can hear me. Michelle Ferry here, Member of Parliament, Peterborough Kawartha. And, you feel like you're like on repeat. You say the same thing. You're like, things are bad, things are bad, things are bad. And then, you don't feel heard. And then all of a sudden you kind of feel heard. So I was out downtown with a friend, and she was visiting from out of town. And I said, I'm gonna take you for a little drive. I want to show you Peterborough and what's happened since you've been here. So we went down. I drove her downtown, and I took her for a tour. And in probably the span of 15 minutes, we saw open drug use, somebody smoking a crack pipe, people passed out, just the horrific images that we see that are the most inhumane things I've ever seen in my life. And we were driving into this one area where we have tent encampments, and a van was driving by me, and the lady stopped the van. She stopped. She got out. She goes, Michelle, I want to talk to you. And I said, okay. She said, my son's bike, he's 12 years old. His bike got stolen off of our porch. We live in East City, and I'm out here driving around looking for my son's bike. She's an ER nurse, and she says, does Justin Trudeau even know this is happening? Does he even know this is what outside looks like? And it's despair, it's chaos, it's suffering, it's literally hospice on the street of people dying. And they're people's children. The one woman came to my office today, and she's like, Michelle, I was in a mental institution. I said, yeah. And I said, do you think we need more of them? And she said, 100%. I said, I don't like the word institution, but more access to care and understanding of how to help people dealing with mental illness. She's like, oh yeah. And then, in that same 15 minutes, I went down, I dropped off, some food that I had some leftover food to the folks at Brock Mission, and they ran to the car. My friend was like, why are they so hungry? Like, is there not people to help, is there not folks helping them feed them? And I said, food banks are even running out of food. Like, it's so serious, and there's no housing, and there's nothing. And then 2 minutes later, I get a message on my phone from a downtown business saying, Michelle, who do I message? My business is riddled with needles and shopping carts, and I'm spending money trying to clean this up every day, and my staff is it's unsafe for them to walk through this, and it's destroying my outside of my business, and people aren't okay. And it's really bad. Like, it's really bad. Like, go outside. And so we really need an election. Like, people are done. Like, we can't keep doing this same thing. And so Pierre Poilievre said today, and he will bring forward a non-confidence motion as soon as we're back, which is on Monday. We will bring it back this week, the week we're back. And we will see if Jagmeet Singh, and now the Bloc Québécois has decided they're going to do a coalition with Justin Trudeau to keep him in power. Put your money where your mouth is. Canadians are done. They are done, and we are done. And you cannot keep doing this to people. There are tons of solutions out in the world. There are tons of programs that are working. And Justin Trudeau's incompetent, radical government refuses to fund these things. Or even let people have the ability to self-fund them, because they're just squeezing them. Go outside. And for the love of God, you know what? Message your MP wherever you are and tell them. And it's bad. And so we have to stop doing what we're doing. The non-confidence vote, Pierre Poilievre has done an incredible job in opposition, and it is time. It is long overdue for us to get this election going, and for him to be the prime minister, because it is going to take a long time to reverse this chaos and suffering, and we need to start right now. I appreciate your support. Keep listening, keep paying attention, message your MPs, and be ready, because it is time. It is long overdue. Every single person should feel safe in this country. And they don't, because of chaos and suffering and scarcity and despair, because of Justin Trudeau and his failed experiments across this country, and his arrogance to put himself in front of the people. We're done.